They say the past stays buried, that guilt fades, that memories lie. But what if the truth is watching? What if it's still out there, behind quiet eyes? Welcome to Behind Quiet Eyes, a place where stories speak softly, but the silence screams louder. I don't even make it past the town limits before the first whisper hits me. The gas station clerk pauses too long handing me change, like he's trying to place my face. Then his eyes flicker, just for a second, like he recognizes something he can't believe. I thank him too politely and back out of the store like I've stolen something. I haven't been back to Cedar Ridge in 23 years, not since the summer after high school, when one person disappeared and 3 lives shattered, mine included. I tell myself I'm here for the quiet, for the space, for the break I've owed myself for years but never took. The therapist back in Chicago said, "Go where you feel stillness." She didn't know that stillness here is just silence steeped in memory. I park outside the little bungalow I've rented on the edge of town, gray paint peeling, porch swing moaning with the breeze. It's modest, isolated, just what I wanted. But the second I step inside, the air wraps around me like it knows me, like it remembers. The first night, I dream of her, Avenue 17, bare feet in the lake, sunlight in her braids, laughing as if nothing bad could ever happen. Then, the water swallows her whole. I wake up gasping, gripping the sheets like they'll keep me afloat. I don't sleep after that. By the 3rd day, I see the first sign, a flyer taped to the lamppost outside the diner, faded but still readable. Missing, Ava Ross, last seen June 2002. Like the town is holding on, or reminding me. Inside the diner, the waitress pours my coffee like she's done it for me 100 times before. She hasn't. "You're Sky, right?" she says, not looking at me. "Skylar James?" My throat tightens. "Yeah." She nods once, sets the pot down. "We didn't think you'd ever come back." Neither did I. That afternoon, I find something on my front step. Not a letter, not a package, just a stone. Flat, black, and smooth. I know exactly what it is. Ava used to collect them from the lake bed. Said they felt like buried secrets, heavy but pretty. She gave me one the night before she vanished. The one on my step isn't hers, but it's the same shape, the same kind, and on the bottom, in shaky marker. "You remember, don't you?" I drop it. It rolls into the grass. No one saw me, I think. But when I look up, across the road, there's a figure, watching. And just like that, I'm 13 again, in the woods, hearing a scream and pretending it was the wind. I'm 17 again, standing on the dock, heart pounding as Ava's voice echoed across the water one last time. I thought I buried it all, but Cedar Ridge never forgets. And someone here wants to make sure I don't either. I keep the curtains closed now. Not because of the sun, I actually miss the light, but because I keep seeing things, or people, or someone. Always at a distance, never for long. It's worse at night. Every creak of the house feels too intentional. Every gust of wind sounds like a whisper. Sometimes I catch myself holding my breath, like I'm listening for a sound I already know I'll hear. On the 5th night, it comes. A single sheet of paper slid under the door. No envelope, no signature. Just 4 words, scrawled in black ink. "Tell the truth, Sky." I stare at it for a long time, hands trembling. My first instinct is to burn it. Instead, I fold it in half, tuck it behind the kitchen clock. Like hiding it makes it less real. In town, people look at me sideways. I can feel them tracking me with their eyes. Across the aisles at the grocery store, in the reflection of cafe windows. I swear someone followed me from the library, but when I turned around, the sidewalk was empty. I keep my head down, smile politely, try to breathe through it, but the town is tightening around me. Flashback. Ava and I on her back porch. She's crying, something about her brother, about secrets she swore she'd never tell. I remember her saying, "If anything ever happens to me, it's because I finally said something." Then laughter, a cover-up, like she hadn't just said something terrifying. I never asked her what she meant. I didn't want to know. Now I can't stop hearing it. A knock at the door startles me from sleep. It's dusk, and the porch is cloaked in orange light. I open the door half an inch, and there she is, Jessa Barnes. Used to be Ava's best friend, until she wasn't. Cold as ever, arms crossed, mouth tight. "You look tired," she says. "You look like you came to say something you shouldn't," I reply. She steps closer. "You shouldn't have come back." "What do you want?" "I want you to leave before someone makes you wish you had." She turns to go, then pauses. "You always acted like you didn't know what happened that night, but I think you remember every damn second." And just like that, she's gone. That night, I dream again, but this time, it's not Ava in the water. It's me, sinking, struggling, and on the dock above me, someone watches. Their face is blurred, but they're holding something. A rock. The next morning, I wake up to the sound of digging. I rush outside. No one's there. But behind the house, in the backyard dirt, there's a hole. Shallow, just enough to unsettle me. Inside it, another black stone. This one wrapped in a torn piece of paper. I unroll it slowly. It's a photo of me and Ava, the last one ever taken of us. The problem is, I don't remember it being taken. And in the background, nearly out of frame, someone else is watching us. Someone I thought had nothing to do with any of it. But now I'm not so sure. It's been 10 days since I came back to Cedar Ridge, and I feel like the town is unmaking me. The walls of this house feel thinner now, like if I breathe too hard, they'll crumble and show everyone who I really am. But the thing is, I'm not even sure who that is anymore. I sit with the photo for hours, me and Ava on the dock, smiling, carefree, the summer sun all over our skin. But it's the background that holds me hostage. Behind us, in the trees, almost invisible, is Logan Hale. Ava's older cousin. Seemed harmless, too quiet, too careful. I haven't thought of him in years. But seeing his blurred figure makes something shift in me, like a puzzle piece forcing its way into place. He was there. That night, when she disappeared. I go to the sheriff's office the next morning, gripping the photo so tight it curls in my hand. Sheriff Marla Simmons looks me over like I'm a ghost. "Skylar James," she says, slow. "Back in town a week and already stirring up old graves. I need to know if Logan Hale still lives here." Her expression changes, barely, but enough. "Why?" "I think he saw something, or did something." She leans back, arms crossed. "Logan moved away 2 years after Ava vanished. But I'll tell you something strange." She opens a drawer and pulls out a file. Ava's case. Inside is a photo, the same one I found. Only no one was ever able to identify the figure in the background. Because in this version, the figure is missing, scrubbed, erased. I leave shaken. That photo wasn't just lost, it was altered in the case file. But someone kept the real one, someone who wanted me to see it now, which means someone else remembers, and they're ready to drag me back into it. That night, I hear footsteps on the porch, not just once, repeated, deliberate. I grab the flashlight and open the door fast. Nothing. But this time, there's something wedged in the slats beneath the porch swing. A small box. Inside, a necklace. Ava's. I remember it from the night she disappeared. Silver with a little star charm. She was wearing it when she walked into the woods with me, when she never came back out, and taped inside the box, another note. You buried her, but not deep enough. The air gets sucked from my lungs because here's the truth I haven't said out loud. Not to the police, not to myself. Ava died that night. Not by my hand, not exactly. But I was there. I knew what happened. I helped hide her. She had confronted Logan, accused him of hurting someone else, said she'd go to the cops. He snapped, pushed her. Her head hit the dock rail. It was instant. Logan panicked. I froze. And then we buried her, deep in the woods, near the edge of the lake. I told myself it was too late to help her, that we had no choice. But I kept the secret. I carried it. And Logan? He vanished not long after, disappeared before anyone could ask too many questions. I go to the lake alone, with the box, with the photo, with a shovel. I stand in the same place we stood that night, but I'm not alone. Footsteps crunch behind me. I turn, and there he is. Logan. Older, harder, but still him. I figured you'd come, he says, stepping closer. You left. I had to. You don't know what it's like to live with that, with what I did. Yes, I do. He tilts his head. Then why'd you come back? Because someone wants me to pay for it. Maybe you. He lets out a bitter laugh. Not me. And then I see it, the guilt in his eyes. But something else, too. Fear. It wasn't me sending the notes, Sky. I blink. Then who? From the shadows, another figure steps out. Jessa. Smiling, cold. I always knew, she says, voice low. But I didn't have proof. Not until I followed you. Not until you came back and started talking. She raises her phone, already recording. I'm going to make sure everyone knows exactly what you did. Both of you. Logan rushes her. The phone drops. There's a struggle, screaming. I don't remember picking up the shovel, but I do remember the sound it makes and the silence that follows. It's over, and it's not, because now I've really crossed a line, one that can't be explained away as fear or panic, one I chose to cross. We bury her too, and this time we make sure it's deep. Back at the house, I sit in the quiet and wait for the knock, for the sirens, for the sky to fall. But nothing comes, because Cedar Ridge has always been good at keeping secrets, and I've finally become part of the town again, one of its ghosts,